No, see, the thing is, like, you know, that one song by that one dude, Oliver Tree? Yeah, the I Fell Down the Earth one? Yeah, what's it called? The damn Alien by Oliver Tree? Like, it's not a high favorite of mine, to be honest with you. Like, maybe it'd be a favorite with, like, two of my friends. No, I actually scratched five of my friends. But other than that, the rest of my friends, they just hate that song. Honestly, I don't blame them, because like, it's a catchy song, but it's not a song for me. I wouldn't bump that if I had my earbuds in. I'd play something else. Speaking of that song, honestly, like, when I first heard it, I thought it was a female singing. And like, if you think about it, like, if you first heard the song without knowing the artist, would you think it'd be a female too? Or am I like assuming things? Because I know 2020, you can't be assuming things like that. And I mean, I don't mean to, but it's just that's how I happens. Speaking of assuming things, I went down to the, what is it? Some Froyo, that's what it was, I think. I went down to some Froyo, and like, I swear that this person working in the cash register, I couldn't tell if it was a she or a he, because it looked like a she, but when she talked, it sounded like a he. And see, I didn't want to ask, because that would be rude. Just be like, hey man, are you a she or a he? But it got me thinking. I was like, that's crazy. That is beyond me. The fact that genders have become so convoluted that you can't even tell the difference between the two that we got. And who the hell knows about all the other 25,000 that they've created? Honestly, the fact that someone can be so gender ambiguous, it's crazy. But I'm not one to get into all that business, It's like, it's none of my business, frankly. And yeah, I feel you. Man, where are those guys? That's crazy. I've been talking on the goddamn sunscreen for so long, I forgot what I was here for. What time is it? Check here on my iPhone. It's been 8 minutes now. Anyways, what else? K-pop has been going absolutely wild in the US recently. I've heard some of it, and it's pretty catchy, right? But like, I don't know. I've heard about some of the stuff they do with K-pop artists, right? It's like they keep them all. They have like a camp for them. That's what they say, and it's like they train them to be pop stars and all that, but like, why? Like, do they really just birth people and like forge them into pop stars? Is that even what goes on? I don't know what goes on. Koreans, North Korea, been bugging, especially with Kim Jong-un being the leader over there. It's like, I don't know. What a strange concept to forge somebody into a likeness of a profession against their will. Maybe they want to be it, maybe they don't. I mean, it's not like they can decide, right? They're just stuck doing that thing that they want to do. Yeah, I know. I mean, if I were born and I were forced to become a profession, I mean, it's either I'd hope I get to live and enjoy it, because it'd be a damn shame if I were forced into a profession I didn't like it. Which, I mean, I guess technically that's the way college is for some people. Like college, You go in there, you don't know what you want to be. Well, sometimes people don't know what they want to be, myself included. And like, maybe they just go in there, they're like, maybe I can find what I'm looking for. And they end up just not. They just take random classes, get a degree in something they didn't even know they cared about. And then, you know what? They're in the real world, studying something they didn't really want to study. Or maybe they don't even finish college. Maybe they just drop out. They're like, I'm done. There's nothing that I can do. Yeah, man. If you really think about it, size is subjective, because something could be infinitely big and something could be infinitely small, right? At what point does it end? Because humans, are we really that big or that small? Because you compare us to the vastness of the entire empty galaxy, then we're minuscule compared to that, because the space is all, as far as we know, is infinite, right? But compared to space, we're like tiny specks. It's like a germ compared to us when we're compared to space. So like a germ compared to a human being is like us compared to space, except maybe on a bigger scale, because germs and humans, we both have a definitive size. But space is like infinite. And it's hard to gauge how big something is, because if you think about it, if you shrink all the way down to the size of a germ, you could shrink down to the size of a germ to a germ, if that makes sense. Like, say you shrink down to the size of a germ, and then that germ is now as big as a human would be compared to a normal germ, and then there's a germ that's smaller than that, like a germ to a human. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but yeah. So like, and then space, like anything could be infinitely huge. There's no real end to how big something can be, right? Like something can infinitely be as big as existence. I don't know, but it's like, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, Yeah. Honestly, man, I don't know what to tell you. Lately, I think I've been going crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. Ever heard of this game called Overwatch? It's crazy, right? Yeah. Overwatch, it's weird, because when you watch gameplay of it, well, look, it's weird because it's weird to me because of the game I came from. So like, Team Fortress 2, it came out before Overwatch. It was the Overwatch before Overwatch, basically, And the thing about that game is it's very straightforward, right? If you shoot somebody, they shoot you back, you kill them, you get the kill, they kill you, you die, right? Sometimes someone else kills them for you, sometimes someone else kills you for them, and assists happen and all that stuff, right? But like,